Hi everyone, it's Ale Grinch over there, and today we are starting a rebuild of Sevilla in Football Manager 24. As you might know, Sevilla today at the day is 17th in La Liga Santander, so they absolutely need a rebuild because some of you may remember Sevilla, winning so many European championships and sorry, Europa League, as we might see from the competition profile over there. They won seven. They won the most of all, and the last one only on in 2023. As it stands, as I said, they are in 17th, and if we look at the at the team sheet, we might see a recurring problem, and it's the age. So many players coming through their 30s or something like that. There are at the moment 17 players, and that's honestly too many. We are attempting to rebuild them and bring them at least some trophies, because even in Spain they've only won one La Liga trophy back in the 40s. As a tactics, I'm rocking, GYR 43 Master of Puppet, as you might see. It's a simple 43 with a solid midfield, but so many striking force. If we go with a quick pick without restriction as it stands, we can see that there are so many old players like Navas, like Ramos, like Rakitic still in the team, so we have to rejuvenate this side. Otherwise, there's no really a way to succeed in this challenge. Here we are after the first transfer window. As we might see, if we go on transfer history, we might see that we sold a couple of players, starting with Lucas Ocampos, who didn't want to renew his contract. We sold him to Red Bull Leipzig for a good fee of 20 million pound, 20 million euros. Then we go over to Lamela, an aging player. It went to Al Ahly in Saudi for just 5 million pounds, but it's better than nothing. Then we sold Joan Jordan, another aging player in a position where we had multiple substitutes to, a direct rival like Real Sociedad. But it is what it is money, and honestly, I don't care where they come from as long as they give me. Then we sold also Luke Bacchio to Atalanta because he didn't accepted the role that I was giving to him, and a couple of loans. In the incoming side, we might see a lot of incoming players, starting off with Vicente Pizarro from Colo Colo in Chile for just 7 million pounds. I think it's a good buy. Even if we look at his transfer value right now, it is from 67 to 87 million euros, and I think it's a lot if you think that we bought it for only 7 millions. Then we go over with another midfielder, Ezequiel Fernandez. We bought him from Boca for just 9.25 million euros. I think this will change a lot in our midfield. Then we go over to Alan Velasco, as many of you may already know this player. He comes from FC Dallas in the United States. We bought him from just 9 million, 9 million euros, even him. Then we go over Agustin Ghiai, a solid right back from San Lorenzo down in Argentina for shy under 12 million euros. A solid right back that is going to fight with Jesus Navas for the right back spot. Then we go over to Brian Aguirre, another left or right attacking midfield. Even him from Newell's Old Boys down in Argentina for just 7.5 million euros. So this is Buys, this is our tactics. I'm going to pin these five players in the tactic, so they will play most of the games during the season. If we go over to La Liga and to see our preview, we can see that we are 54, 51 to 1 to win the whole division, and we are predicted to come in fifth. If you think, they are predicted to come in fifth, and in real life they are 17th, so they really, really need a rebuild. If we go over to our schedule, we can see that we lost the UEFA Super Cup to Man City just in extra time, so I think it's good. Then in La Liga, we beat Las Palmas and Granada, but we drew to Atletico. I think that's a good start. For a team like us. If we look at the Champions League fixtures, we can see that we've been drawn in a group stage with Gala, Red Bull Salzburg, and Arsenal. I think we should go through at least in second place, but we'll see what happens in season one. And here we are at the end of season one. As you might see, we've come in sixth. I think it's a good result because we were only 4 points behind the Champions League spots. If we go over to the competition tab, we can see that we've come third in our group because if we expand it, we can see that we've lost 3 games, two to Arsenal, absolute stonking 6-1 at the Emirates. But we also lost to Salzburg, which proves to be fatal to us, to our opportunities to go through in the Champions League. We've been demoted down to Europa League, but in the preliminary round, we've been drawn against Royal Antwerp from Belgium. And as we might see, we've lost 4-1 on aggregates. So there was basically no match between us and them. If you go in our team, we can see that the top scorer was Alan Velasco with only 17, Yusuf Neziri with only 13. So we can see that a big problem of us is a lack of goal scoring players. So we have to address this problem in the next season, in the next transfer window. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so here we are after the transfer session of season 2. We might see right here in the transfer history that we sold a lot of players for 81 million euros. Starting off with the most expensive one, Yusuf Nesiri, that went to Al Nassr for 60 million euros. When the Saudi came knocking, you can't stop them. Then we sold Rafa Mir and Gudeli for something like 20 millions, and other players also just minor ones. In the incoming side of things, we can see we bought Luka Sucic from Salzburg for 18 million euros. He's gonna also strengthen our midfield. Then we bought the wonder kid himself, Rooney Bargi from Copenhagen for only 11 million euros. If you're not familiar with this guy, man, you probably have slept under a rock for the last 2 or 3 years on FM. Then we move on to Alberto Gibson, a region that we bought from Zulte Waregem for only €500,000. Then moving on, we can see Marcos Leonardo, the replacement for Neiziri. Another wonder kid from Brazil, from Santos, this time for just about 18 million pounds. If we go to the tactic, we can see that I've not pinned anyone in a roll. Then we move on the competitions tab. We can see that we've been drawn in Europa League. Then in the league, we might see that our prediction is to come another time fifth, but this time with title odds of 34-1 to win the whole competition. If we move to to the calendar, we might see that we've won all the matches that we've done. Then if we see if we filter the matches of the Europa League, we might see that we've been drawn against Ajax, Slavia Praga, FCSB from Romania, I think. Then Aston Villa, Salzburg, Sporting, Anderlecht, and Besiktas. I think this is a tough draw, but we should go through anyway. So we'll see after the second season. Okay, so here we are at the end of season two. As we might see, we have come second, only a few points behind Barcelona. If we expand the league table, we might see we've lost only 5 games, one to Barca, one to Real, and one to Athletic. I think that's good. We've drawn too many games to silly opposition like Osasuna and Las Palmas at home. If we go on to the competitions tab, we might see that we've won the Copa del Rey. If we open this, we've won it against Rayo Vallecano in final. If we go on to the semi-final screen, we might see that we've beaten Barcelona 2-1 on aggregate. If we move on to quarterfinals, we can see we've won against Real Sociedad. So I think where is Real Madrid? Oh my god, I can't find them. Real Madrid have lost against Tenerife in the third round. Then if we move on to Europa League, in the round of 16 in knockout stages, we've lost 5-3 on aggregate, so we've won at home 2-1 against them. I think Inter's side is way stronger than us at the moment, so I think that's okay. If we move on to the team, we can see the top goal scorer was Marcos Leonardo with 24, followed by Rooney Bargi with 20 goals, but also 22 assists. I think that's a really, really good buy for us. Now we'll move on to season number 3, and we will see if we can improve our status in Spain and overtake Barcelona. Here we are after the third transfer session. We can see that we've sold just a few players for a total of 15 million euros. In the incoming side of things, we can see David Affenberg from SK Sturm. I think it was a release clause for only 10.75 million euros. A good buy to strengthen our our central defense. Then we move on to Federico Redondo, another central midfielder that we bought from Argentinos Junior for only 9 million. I think it was also a release clause. A very, very good buy for this cheap. Then we can also see that I bought in the past 2 seasons, a few free signings, like Brahim Diaz, former Real Madrid player. Then we can see Serginho Dest for Barcelona, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, a good replacement in central defense from Man City, and another regen from AC Horsens. If we move on to the competitions tab, we can see that we are in Champions League. We have the Supercopa de España and also the Copa del Rey. If we open the preseason odds, we might see that we are predicted to come in 4th place with title odds of only 17-1. So I think it is a really, really good improvement. If we go onto the tactics screen, we might see if we choose best 11 with direct restriction, we can see that this is our formation, a very, very balanced one. I think the only weakness that we might address in future is the left back that is not at the best of his game right now. So we'll see what happens after the third season. So here we are champions of La Liga with 96 points, just 2 points above Barcelona and 3 points against Real Madrid, but it is enough for us to win the league. We've only lost 2 games, 2 times against Barcelona, we've drawn 6, also against Real Madrid, so we've beaten Real Madrid once. If we go on to the competitions tab, we might see that we've lost in the final of Supercopa de España against Real Madrid, only 3-2, so I think it is a good result. But if we go on to the Copa del Rey, we might see that we've lost against Barcelona in the semi-finals, an absolute stonking 5-1 on aggregate. So this is very not good. If we move on to the Champions League, we might see that we've come out at the round of 16 against Napoli. So I think it is a hard one to take. We've only lost 4-3 on aggregate, so I think this is not too bad, but hard to take. In the quarterfinal, we would have faced PSG, so it would have been probably a quarterfinal exit. If we move on onto our team, we might see that the top scorer of the team was again Marcos Leonardo with this time 33 goals, and Rooney Bargi with 25 and 19. So this player, oh man, this man is on another level. I can tell you. Look at the average rating, 7.6, 7.6. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we are going to see who will arrive after the fourth session after the fourth transfer session. We might see in our transfer history that I've sold a couple of players like Oliver, Oscar, and Loic Balde for a total of around 30 million euros. In the incoming segment of thing, we might see the free purchase of Gabri Veiga from Al Ahly, Mark Gay from Crystal Palace, and a region from Antiguoco. I think it's a lower league side in Spain. So moving on, we might see that this transfer window I haven't bought or sold anyone, so our team is basically the same as last year. As we quick pick without restriction the best 11, we might see there is no big deals in here, just a lot of unhappy player, but I'll try to fix this. So we'll see at the end of the season. And so here we are at the end of the season. We've lost the La Liga in the last match of the season. What cost us was a draw away against Elche. It's really bad for us, losing the league for just 1 point. Only one loss to Real Madrid. That's probably what costed us during the season. If we go on to the competition stuff, no! Second place in almost every competition. Supercopa de España and UEFA Champions League as well. We'll start with the Champions League, the big one. We've lost on penalties, man. On penalties to Newcastle United. Oh my god, look at how many misses. 3-0 on penalties, guys. What the hell? Come on. That was a really bad one. Look at Pope, man of the match, 8.1. It's a hard one to take, guys. A really hard one to take. If we go over into the Copa del Rey, we can see that we've come out against Real Betis, so it was also a derby against Real Betis. If we go on to our team, we might see that Marcos Leonardo scored 41 goals, followed by Alan Velasco with 25 and Rudy Bargit with, oh my god, 29 goals and 19 goals and 29 assists. So it totals a total of 48 goal contribution in 54 appearances. This man is absolutely ridiculous. We'll see what happens during the last transfer window, and we will see if in the last season we can win the big one. If we can win the Champions League. Okay, so here we are after the last transfer window. We might see only one big out and one big income. Lukas Vucic to Man City. Only one offer has came in for him. 101 million euros at front and another 32 in add-ons. I couldn't keep him here for that fee. So I sold him, and basically the day after I've gone for Hassan Ouedraogo from Schalke 04 for a release clause of 101 million euros. Guys, I know it's a lot, but considering that we have absolutely no debt, as we might see here, no debt, and a lot of money in our bank, I think it was a sensible move. If we go on to quick pick without restriction, our best 11, we can see that Ouedraogo goes straight in our best 11, and we can see also an addiction at the left back. I think it was shown as a transfer in last season. Yeah, of course. Renan from Shabab Al Ahly. It was a release clause also for 10.5 million euros. And you can see we've sold Brahim Diaz and Tyler Harbour-Bellis respectively at Newcastle and Inter. Brahim was a release clause, and Tyler Harwood-Bellis was not happy with the game time I gave. I can understand it. He played only 5 games last season. If we go on to the competitions tab, we might see that we have the same 4 competitions of last season. We've already lost a game against Real Madrid, I think. It's fair to us to lose to Real Madrid. If we go to the preseason odds, we can see that we are predicted to come in third place, but only with 7.5 title odds for these seasons. So we'll see what happens. We will see if we can win it all. See you at the end of the season. Okay, so here we are, guys. At the end of the season, we've come on second place with 97 points, same points as Barcelona. We've come 3 points behind Real Madrid. Too many losses this time, man. We've lost 5. We've lost twice against Real and 1 time against Barcelona. I think that's too much. If we go on to the competition tab, we might see that we've lost also in the semi-final of the Copa del Rey, but Man, I didn't see this. We won the Champions League against Man City. I don't understand why it doesn't show us the trophy. We won 1-0 against Man City. Who was the hero? It was Gabri Veiga, at 91st minute. Oh man, this is so good from us. We also won the Supercopa de España. We can see from here that the top goal scorer was another time Marcos Leonardo with 35, followed by Alan Velasco with 31 and Rudy Bargi with 20. So guys, I think this was a good one. We've revealed absolutely well Sevilla. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we'll see each other soon. If you have any suggestion, please comment down below, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And for now, I think that's all. Bye bye.